Ready? Okay. All right, I'm back again. This is the ambassador and His Royal Majesty Caesar St. Augustine de Buonaparte, Emperor, symbolic Emperor of the United States of Turtle Island. When the United States of America was overthrown, it was renamed Turtle Island in the name of the what the actual Indians of this country called this country before the white man came here and named it America. Anyway, they never asked permission to the native peoples what to call this place. They just simply stuck the name on there. And I don't think that's right. No vote was taken. It certainly wasn't a democratic way to call this country. Certainly if the Soviet Union can fall and they go re-adopt the name Russia, then they could just as well call America Turtle Island. But only if I'm in charge as an ambassador and my emperor is in charge completely. Anyway, so let's get back to brass tacks about, what these people are about. Now, there's very little that any of you, any people of you out there that listen to these tapes, remember, I'm being honest with you, they have ripped my heart out. They have taken all my possessions, everything these hands worked for 25 years to hold on to, they have ripped me off. My cars, my motorcycles, my trucks. And it didn't happen all at one time. I mean, except when I was at that house on Hart Street, the house that was set on fire. Before that happened, they came there and used the abatement policies of building and safety to remove my buses, my cars, my trucks off the property because they weren't registered. They have to be registered whether they're on the street or off the street. Before I was in that house, they were hassling me on the street everywhere I went. Oh, your stuff is too unsightly. You can't have it on the street. So they pushed me from one place to another. Then finally, when I get it off the street, and that happened more than once, they come and bitch with me again. So you tell me, what's LA about? I'll tell you what it's about. It's about tyranny. Tyranny, evil, sick, decrepit people who their only concern is eyesore fanaticism and using that as an excuse to hurt people like me. And mind you, like I told you, I don't drink, I don't smoke, I don't do drugs, never have, and they're sitting there throwing me into the street. Now you call that a free country? Sounds to me like the Declaration of Independence is being crapped on. Now, again, part 2, I'll reiterate what I said in part 2. Obama gives millions and billions of dollars to local car companies because they were having trouble, right? But when I ask for help, oh, you're a local affair. You have to go seek resources at your local level to pull you out of this problem that you say locals are causing you. Well, wait a minute. Isn't that a contradiction? You're sitting there giving millions of dollars to the car companies, which is a local problem, but you're not giving me anything. Do you want me to go on pointing out real hypocrisy and criticism? Contradiction? The only reason that I don't have support in the United States of America is because not enough people have lost their houses. Not enough people are kicked out into the streets. And even if that does happen, remember, they've got an army. They will kill you to keep their order. And you know what that tells me? If they have to raise even one gun to kill homeless people that are rebelling and revolting against them, then they're just as evil as Al-Qaeda. There's nothing different about them. And you want to prove it? You go. And Christians, you're just as big a hypocrite as everybody else. Christianity, you go to Matthew 18:6. It says, whoever harms one of these children, better they tie a millstone to their neck and be tossed into the sea than to face what God is going to punish you. So I showed this picture to you in part 1. These are children, men, women, and children who have been mangled and destroyed in Iraq and Afghanistan. You see that blood and gore? That's what your country is all about. Okay? War is a controlled economy. When you put gas in your car, that little baby that you just saw a picture of sitting hooked up with IVs that was hit by friendly fire or whatever is why you've got gas in your tank. And if you're Christian, you just killed a baby. and you're gambling with the unknown because you have no proof that there is or isn't a God. And let me tell you something. When you pay those taxes, the name of God is printed on every bill and coin. So it's a double whammy. You blaspheme the name of God, and you're killing children. Now you tell me, what's God going to do to you? Neither you nor I have physical proof that there is or isn't a God. So that means you're gambling with the unknown. You're taking a 50-50 chance that when you take your last breath, you don't have to answer for what I just showed you. Now, I've never taken that chance because since I've been 18, I've never filled out a tax form, and I never will. Because I'm too poor. What are they going to do? Jail me for being poor? Probably. And Gandhi was poor. I mean, what are they going to do? Treat me like Gandhi? Well, I'll just stop eating. I'll stop eating and stop drinking. They've jailed me before. And I didn't eat for 5 days and didn't drink any water for 5 days. You know what? They finally took the infirmary because my kidneys were hurting. Why don't you eat? Oh, we'll put you in your own cell. Well, blah, blah, blah. Oh, yeah, they were afraid of me becoming some kind of martyr. So you think about this. Next time you go and fill your car up and you think, oh, this guy doesn't know what he's talking about. You think about why Joe Stack flew his damn airplane into the IRS building in Austin, Texas, and why he copycatted 9/11. You think about that. You think about the other kid that flew into a Miami building. What are you going to do? Ground all small aircraft? Check everybody out. Hey, let me see all your credentials. We got to put a remote control on your airplane to make sure you don't fly into an airplane. I fly into someone else or another building. You people are all screwed up. That's why I just asked America, I asked the Secret Service on Friday, just make a program so I can take what's left of my possessions, put them on a ship in Long Beach, and go, bye-bye, America. I'll be glad to leave because you're losing the most precious asset. When I leave this country, you're losing a very precious asset, intelligence. Intelligence with compassion, heart, and love. That's what you're losing because you people are no good. You're the lowest scum on the planet. You pay your taxes, you're scum. You join me, you might have a chance. Maybe God might hear you. Then you've joined a real revolution. Don't pay your taxes this year. Show the government you're in charge. But before you choose to send those emails, make sure you blog and network with millions and millions of people. You're all together. You got to do this all at one time, because if you don't, they'll start picking me, you, people in Alabama, Georgia, Texas. They'll pick just little people who are trying to revolt and put you all in jail. That they can do. But can they put 60, 70, 80, 100 million people in jail? They could bring back the whole army from Iraq and they still wouldn't have enough people to put everybody in jail. Don't pay your taxes. You'll bring them to their knees. They're evil. Why'd you vote them into office anyway? Overthrow the country. Put me in charge. Hell with those people. I'll elect people with no less than 175 IQ into temporary positions in every representative seat in Congress, in Senate, and in every state of the Union. I'll make sure that all the teachers and all the universities pick nothing but intelligent people to guide us out of this mess that these stupid asses, greedy warmongers, put us all in. And it doesn't matter. If they tell you the Democrat, Republican, they're all liars. Don't you dare trust them. And remember, they've already done damage to me. If I get my chance to leave, I'll leave. Because you people aren't going to listen to reason. You're going to continue killing each other until you do yourselves in. And believe me, you will. Trust me, you will. Now, I think I'm going to go into part 3. And let's hope I didn't go over 10 minutes.